How pathetic. Haruto is brilliant and is clearly my son. But you...
How can you say something so cruel? Yahiko is your son too! I never thought cooking would become your hobby.
What are these grades? Are you even my son? Schoolwork, sports, you should be able to do them if you just pay attention in class. You failure. Are you trying to tarnish my name? I'm sorry. My name is Yahiko Hojo. The man in front of me is my biological father, Tsukasa Hojo, who was 41 at the time. This is a memory from when I was still in the 3rd grade. My father is the president of Hojo Real Estate, one of Japan's leading property developers. My mother, formerly Miyuki Okita, comes from an old family that once made a living from waka poetry, a true thoroughbred couple. But... A 67? I beat you by 1 point. Yeah, you beat me. Hey, don't look so down. It's just a test. My test scores and athletic skills were completely average. I wasn't handsome like my parents or my brother, and for that, my father hated me. Dad, were you yelling at Yahiko again? Why are you so hard on him?
That's right, honey. Please stop.
The ones who entered the room were my brother, Haruto, who was 8 years older than me, and my mother. Why can't you two understand? This failure is damaging our family's honor. That's just because you don't even try to see Yahiko's good qualities. My home was always like this because of me. According to my father, our family was very happy before I was born.
Haruto, this is incredible. Perfect scores in every subject? Even I couldn't do that back in the day.
That's because you're a great teacher, Dad.
Since when did you learn to flatter like that? You were also the anchor who came in first in the relay the other day. You're truly amazing, Haruto.
If I hadn't been born, would this family still be filled with smiles?
Oh, you have such a healthy appetite. He always says my cooking is too bland for his taste, but your palate seems closer to Okita's family's.
Even so, I had one moment of peace at home, eating meals with my mother. Mom, your cooking is the best in the world.
Thank you. That makes me so happy. Your father almost always eats out for work, and now that Haruto's in high school, it's hard to match our schedules.
It was because of these small moments of happiness that I was able to keep my sanity. But... Stop crying. How pathetic. Haruto never cried over an injury when he was your age. We were on a family trip to our villa in Karuizawa. I fell from a tree while playing outside and got hurt. But Dad, it really hurts. How pathetic. Haruto is brilliant and is clearly my son. But you...
How can you say something so cruel? Yahiko is your son too.
Don't tell me. You had a child with another man, didn't you? Are you trying to push the responsibility of a child from your affair onto me?
Are you being serious right now? Let's both just cool our heads for today. Please don't blame Yahiko anymore.
Hey, wait. I'm not finished talking to you. My mother's face darkened as if her soul had left her, and she returned to her room. After that, I could hear her crying from her room. I was furious at myself for being unable to do anything while I was causing my mother so much pain. The next day, my mother was found dead. They said that due to an unexpected sudden rain, she slipped and fell into a river outside. I should have stopped her when she went out in the middle of the night to cool her head. Yahiko, I'll protect you from now on. I'm sure Mom is watching over us from heaven. That can't be true. If I weren't here, Mom wouldn't have suffered or cried. If it weren't for me, our family? Yahiko, you... No matter what kind of words my brother offered, they didn't reach me, because I knew my mother had taken her own life. Please, take care of my brother. He doesn't talk much, but he's a kind and thoughtful boy.
Yes, leave him to us.
At my grandparents' suggestion, I was taken in by my mother's family, the Okitas, to help me heal. Although they no longer have the wealth they once did, my grandparents lived a modest life, upholding the traditions of their old family. We lived far apart, in Tokyo and Kyoto, so I only had visited a few times, but even as a child, I liked the atmosphere of this house. It's been a while since we've seen you, but you've grown into a fine, intelligent-looking young man. This gentlemanly man in appearance and speech is the head of the family, Genji Okita. The woman with a gentle smile and a serene air is his wife, Shizuku Okita. She's 58, same as my grandfather, and they were apparently childhood friends. Right? He's my little brother, and he has such an interesting way of looking at things. Oh, in that case, maybe I'll teach him Go or chess, or perhaps let him read some of my treasured books.
Now, dear, Yahiko is still a young child.
Unlike my house, which was always filled with shouting, the Okita house was full of laughter. I had a small hope that maybe, just maybe, things could change here. 2 weeks after moving in with the Okitas, I had settled into my grandparents' home with surprising ease. My, Yahiko, you're a quick learner at chess. In that case, how about this move? Wait, I'm thinking. This was all thanks to my grandfather, who was naturally good at getting close to people, and my grandmother, who was always calm and gentle. Don't worry. Take all the time you need. After this game, let's have Shizuku make us some tea. Grandpa, am I doing this right? Yes, that's it. You don't pull a bow with just the strength of your hands. You pull it slowly and broadly with your whole body. My grandfather taught me games like chess and Go, showed me interesting books, and even instructed me in the tea ceremony and archery. What I liked most about my grandfather was that even when teaching, he only gave the bare minimum of advice, treating me as if I were an equal friend. You've gotten quite good. Well then, shall we have a match?
Hey, Grandpa, who's that kid?
I turned around at the sound of a clear, cheerful voice to see a very cute girl walking over, led by my grandmother. She's such a beautiful girl. She seems like she's from a different world than me. Oh, Keika, thanks for coming to visit. Yahiko, this lovely young lady is Keika Sanjo, from the neighborhood. Keika, this is my grandson, Yahiko Hojo. He's the same age as you, so I hope you'll be good friends.
Yeah, of course. So your name is Yahiko. Let's play together. We're friends starting today, okay?
Friends? Yeah. After that, Keika started coming over to play almost every day, and I learned one thing about her.
I lost again. Why? I've been learning from Grandpa longer than you. One more time. Let's play one more time, Yahiko.
All right, I get it. Keika is an incredibly sore loser. Whether it's chess or archery, she competes with me in everything. I heard she comes from an old family with an even higher status than the Okitas, but aside from her looks, there's nothing ladylike about her at all. My relationship with Keika didn't change, even when we went on to middle school.
Morning, Yahiko. Whoa, your hair looks cool today. Did you use wax?
Morning. Nah, it's just bedhead. If I had time to fix my hair, I'd rather make breakfast.
I never thought cooking would become your hobby. Keika, thank you for always being with him. Are you stopping by our place on your way home again? Of course, Grandma. I'm definitely going to beat Yahiko today. Well, we're off.
After graduating from middle school, we went to the same high school. But around this time, our relationship started to change a little. Or rather, maybe it started changing much earlier.
Keika, that accessory is so cute. Tell me where you bought it. Hey, Sanjo, want to go to karaoke with us after school? I've been wanting to hear you sing. Oh, sorry. I have plans after school. Maybe next time.
Aw, is it that Hojo guy again? Hey, I know this is a long shot, but are you two dating?
The pancakes the owner makes here are truly exquisite. I still don't get the appeal of coffee, though.
After our club activities, Keika and I went to our usual coffee shop. Was it okay for her not to go out with her friends? Unlike me, Keika is beautiful and has a bright personality, making her popular at school. Naturally, she's very popular with the guys. Once you're in high school, you can't help but realize it. My face is average, and my hobbies aren't what you would expect from a student. For her to be with someone like me?
Yahiko, what's wrong? You've been quiet for a while.
Well, I know you always hang out with me after school, Keika, but you can go out with your other friends, you know. I mean, when we hang out, we just go to coffee shops, libraries, or play chess at my house, right? High school kids are supposed to go to karaoke or bowling or go shopping for clothes. And I know a lot of people want to be friends with you since you're so popular. I also know there are guys who have a crush on you. I knew I was saying something pathetic. Once I started putting it into words, I couldn't stop. I'm sure you'd have more fun with them than me.
You're right. Actually, Aoki-senpai asked me out the other day.
Aoki-senpai? The captain of the soccer team, top student, and the prince of our school?
Aoki-senpai is not just handsome, he's kind to everyone, boys and girls alike. He's a wonderful person, so I thought there was no reason to turn him down.
Yeah, you two would look great together. Why am I so shocked? I don't have any right to be.
But I ended up turning him down.
What? Why? You said there was no reason to say no, right?
Well, that's true. But if I started dating Aoki-senpai, I'd have less time to spend with you, right? And for me, right now, my time with you is more important.
I see. Wanna play some chess or go at my place later?
Oh, you've been on a losing streak lately, but today's the day I'm gonna win.
You always want to use sacrifices and gambits, Keika, but your strategy is so easy to read.
What's that supposed to mean? Your playstyle is just defending and getting in my way. It's boring and underhanded.
Underhanded? It's just basic strategy. I guess our personalities really show, huh? Having this usual conversation with Keika, for some reason, it made me incredibly happy. Just like that, I was suddenly in my third year of high school, spending my days studying for entrance exams.
Oh, you're dressed up today. Are you going out even though it's a Sunday?
Yeah, I'm going to study with Keika at the library today, so I'll be late.
I see. By the way, Yahiko, you've started to look quite sharp lately.
Of course he has. He has to look his best or his cute girlfriend might dump him.
What are you talking about? Keika isn't my girlfriend or anything like that.
Oh my! I didn't say it was Keika.
Ho ho ho! It's better for a man to be a little more honest, Yahiko.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. Not you two.
Right. I was originally planning this as a graduation gift, but it's embarrassing to go on a date with that worn-out thing.
When I opened the package my grandfather handed me, I found a wallet from a famous British brand inside. This must have been incredibly expensive.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime graduation gift. And as I've said before, don't worry about tuition fees.
That's right. So just focus on your studies to get into the school you want to go to.
Grandpa, Grandma, thank you. The Okita family once flourished as an old, distinguished family, but now they're just an ordinary household with few assets. I was aware of their financial situation. I thought I'd have to rely on scholarships since I couldn't expect any support from my father.
By the way, Yahiko, have you been in touch with Haruto recently?
Huh? My brother? We used to keep in touch regularly until middle school, but now, almost never. He's the star of the family after all. He doesn't have time to bother with someone like me. At my words, my grandparents' expressions became terribly sad.
Yahiko, Haruto is a kind boy who loves his family. You may have your thoughts about things, but please don't ever forget that.
That's right. Even if you've been distant for a long time, you're still each other's only brother.
Grandpa, Grandma, yeah, I know. Thank you for the graduation gift. I'll treasure it.
Oh, so this is your favorite coffee shop, Yahiko? It's a nice place.
A few months after talking with my grandparents about my brother, he contacted me, wanting to meet for the first time in a while. At that very coffee shop, I was face to face with my brother for the first time in years. Keika, my childhood friend, loves the pancakes here.
I see. What about you, Yahiko? What do you like?
I usually just get an Americano. I used to like the chocolate banana parfait, but...
Chocolate banana parfait? Then I'll have that and an Americano.
My brother decided we'd split the parfait, so he ordered one parfait and two Americanos. After the waiter left, he turned to me with a serious expression.
Yahiko, I'm sorry for not contacting you all this time.
What's with the sudden formality? I know you've been incredibly busy working with Dad, and I know you've been sending me money.
You haven't changed, always so understanding, but the most important things never seem to get through to you.
Brother?
Today, I can finally face you with my head held high. There's something important I need to tell you. I cut ties with our father.
What? This happened 3 years ago.
What did you say, Haruto? Say that again. I said I'm starting a new company and going independent. I've raised you to be the next president of this company. You're still just a child. Have you forgotten all that I've done for you? I believe I've repaid you with my results. While the other employees badmouthed me for being a nepotism hire and a greenhorn, I worked myself to the bone, sacrificing sleep. That's right. Shut them up with results. That's what it means to be my son and my successor. Since I started helping you with your work, I believe I've contributed to the company's further growth. My obligation to you is fulfilled. Do you really think that logic will work? Do you have any idea how much I've invested in you? And you, don't you dare say you've forgotten that you drove away my mother and brother and destroyed our happy family. It's true that Yahiko isn't exceptionally gifted in academics or sports. But it's not that he can't do them, and even if he couldn't, that's no reason to despise him. Huh, still saying such naive things. As you've worked to become my successor, you should have learned this by now. Everyone who produces results has outstanding abilities. The only difference is whether their talent blooms early or late. But what about Yahiko? He was always mediocre, and more importantly, unlike you, he was a crybaby. It was obvious that a child like that would become a disgrace to our family. That's why, as the head of the family, I took responsibility and was strict with him. You seem to hate me, but you should be grateful. I was protecting you, me, and Miyuki from having our reputations tarnished by that one flaw.
It was a theory that bordered on insanity, but my father was serious. To my father, who believed this from the bottom of his heart, my brother...
You're the one who's a disgrace, discriminating against him with your outdated ideas?
He scoffed, as if looking down on a complete fool. My father's face instantly turned bright red at the expression he'd never seen before.
What is this attitude? Now that I don't need to be in your good graces anymore, I can't hold it back. Man, pretending to obey someone I don't respect and actually dislike, I think I did a pretty good job if I do say so myself. So, you were a cunning fox all along. To think you were so rotten inside that you'd look down on your own parent. Before Yahiko was born, our family certainly looked like a picture-perfect happy family. But I knew that Mom always seemed lonely somewhere deep down. It was after Yahiko was born that Mom started to laugh so genuinely. Seeing that, even as an elementary schooler, I finally understood the reason. Mom was pushing herself too hard, trying to be the wife you would approve of. You say you were protecting the family, that our family fell apart because of Yahiko, but you're wrong. Mom broke because of you. Yahiko almost broke because of you. The one who messed up our family was without a doubt you. So I made a decision. I would protect my little brother no matter what it took. Wait, Haruto. I understand about you leaving the company, but we're still family, right? Family? I've never once thought of you as family. Oh. You said it yourself. I'm a cunning fox. I've got some serious personality issues. After all, unlike Yahiko, I take after you on the inside. Even if Yahiko forgives you, I never will. My only family is Mom and Yahiko.
And so, my brother cut ties with our father, both as an employee and as a family member. That was the story my brother told me.
You must have been in so much pain. It must have been so hard. And yet, even though I was your older brother, I couldn't do anything to help. Yahiko, I am truly, truly sorry.
After he finished his story, he concluded with those words and bowed his head deeply to me. His unexpected action made me jump to my feet. Hey, stop it, brother. You've always looked out for me. Even when you were too busy to see me, you were sending me money, right? It was strange. The graduation gift was still plausible, maybe from his savings. As for the tuition, knowing my father's concern for appearances, he probably would have paid it willingly. But then, what about the regular living expenses?
We're family. Of course I'd do that. No matter how much I give, it's not enough. That's all I could do. Even as your big brother, all I could do was give you money. Once I start my new company, I can give you more. I'll gain social standing and protect you from Dad. You might not believe me, but you are truly precious to me. You're so important, so dear to me. I can't help but adore you. Is there anything I can do to help? What do you want to be in the future? How can I help you?
My brother really is. To my brother, who pleaded with me as if begging. Brother, I've never been able to tell anyone, but...
In that case...
A tear ran down my cheek. And thank you for talking to Grandpa and Grandma about my situation. My brother laughed. So you noticed? For the first time in my life, I felt like my brother and I had truly connected. After that, my brother started visiting our grandparents' house frequently. My grandparents watched over us with quiet yet happy expressions as we smiled. And then... It's been a while, Father. 2 weeks later, I had returned to my family home for the first time in years to see my father. The reason I couldn't come sooner was because my crying brother begged and pleaded with me not to.
I'm surprised. Is that you, Yahiko?
I tilted my head in confusion at his reaction. I had made an appointment beforehand.
So, what brings you here today? You insisted you only needed 10 minutes of my time.
This was the first time I had seen or spoken to my father since the day I moved in with my grandparents. Perhaps that's why. I feel that my father is a little gentler than I remember. Thank you for taking the time to see me, despite your busy schedule. I came here today to ask for a favor.
A favor? Ah, no, I understand. You want me to acknowledge you as my son, right?
Huh?
You are indeed an ordinary person. I heard your grades in both middle and high school were always average. However, you worked hard to get into a college prep high school, and you're attending a decent university. For an ordinary person, you've done well not to bring shame upon the Hojo family name.
No, it wasn't my imagination. His unprecedentedly gentle words and smile made my body freeze.
And your appearance, which used to be so plain, has somehow started to resemble Miyuki. I've seen pictures, but seeing you in person is a surprise. They say a child's face changes, and it's true. Haruto, who used to look just like Miyuki, gradually began to resemble me as he grew up. Come to think of it, Miyuki used to say happily that your individual features resembled both of us.
Is the person in front of me really the father I knew? Why would he say such things now? With these complicated feelings, I interrupted my father. I came here today to ask you to cut ties with me. My father froze at my words. Then he slowly looked at me, and with trembling lips, he spoke.
What did you say?
I would like you to cut ties with me.
Is it because you can't forgive me? I apologize for how I've treated you. I was wrong. So please, give me one more chance.
No. Everyone makes mistakes. That's why I believe that sometimes forgiveness is necessary. But even if I forgive you, it won't change the past. It won't change it into a past where the four of us, who should have been a family, were smiling together.
Ugh.
Then there's no reason for me to forgive you. I'm sorry for not being the kind of son you could be proud of. Thank you for bringing me into this world. As I stood up to end the conversation, my father uncharacteristically made a loud noise with his chair.
Ugh, Yahiko. Miyuki's death was an unfortunate accident. It was definitely not a suicide. I am truly sorry for everything, and...
Thank you for being born. With those words, spoken as if holding something back, I left my father behind. Now, let's talk a little about what happened to Tsukasa Hojo after that.
I am deeply sorry for what I did to Miyuki and Yahiko.
He came to the Okita house and deeply apologized to my grandparents for what he did to my mother and me.
My grandchildren say they have cut ties with you. Then never show your face to them again. That's all I have to say.
Those were the only words my grandfather said to him. True to his word, my father never appeared before us again. My brother and I would later find out that 2 million yen was being transferred into my grandfather's account every month, as if in atonement. And as for me...
Order up for table 3, seasonal grilled fish set.
Coming. 1 year later, with my brother's help, I opened a diner. Yes, this was the thing I wanted to do that I couldn't tell anyone about that day.
Yahiko, I'm here.
Mr. President, you're here again?
As if I would miss a chance to eat Yahiko's home cooking.
You could at least pretend and say something like, "What's wrong with the president visiting his own restaurant?"
No way. I've decided to express all my love for Yahiko.
Oh, I see.
Besides, this is where I can finally see Yahiko looking genuinely happy.
I've never been able to tell anyone, but I want to open a diner. I want to serve dishes that recreate my mother's flavors.
Oh,
That day, I put into words for the first time the dream I had vaguely thought of pursuing someday after becoming an adult and saving up money. I felt like I had truly connected with my brother for the first time, a feeling both refreshing and a little embarrassing. Then, my brother casually blurted out,
in that case, I'll provide the funds. And how about using this?
This is... What my brother handed me was a notebook.
Mom was writing this for you, Yahiko. She was planning to give it to you when you got married. She kept it a secret.
With trembling fingers, I turned the pages. Inside, written in my mother's handwriting, were numerous recipes. It's unfinished.
Yes, it's unfinished. You seem to think that Mom took her own life, but that's definitely not true. Mom always said that she would be the one to protect us. Nothing I said before ever got through to you, but I thought it would now. That's why I gave it to you. Let's use this recipe and make your dream come true, Yahiko.
Dear Mom in Heaven, how are you? I'm sure I've made you worry for a long time. But I'm okay now. From now on, I hope you can watch over me with peace of mind as I move forward. And also... Alright, this looks good. Here you go, the ginger pork set.
Thanks. It looks delicious today too. Let's eat.
Hello. May we have a meal as well? Welcome. Of course, right this way. Since there are no other customers, this is a good time to make an announcement. Actually, as of yesterday, I'm officially Yahiko's girlfriend. Oh my.
Well now, so it finally happened. Wait, Yahiko, your big brother didn't hear about this.
Wait, Keika, brother, your eyes are scary. I don't have outstanding looks or talents, but right now, I am incredibly happy. Thank you for giving birth to me, and for loving me.
Oh, Brittany here. That was such a sweet story that I'm like crying right now. Brotherly love. It's so cute. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed as well, and I'll see you in the next episode. Mwah. Bye.